Seattle Refined.
Always make sure that the Dix is in the front there.
Dix in the front.
Okay, and then go ahead.
Not the one.
There you go.
On your mark, get set, grill. Refined gets the deluxe treatment at a Seattle staple. Plus, the force is strong with this one.
For some reason, it's got over 1 million views, and I can't seem to escape it.
Meet the local teen whose Star Wars IQ has turned him into an internet sensation. Then, in the mood for something savory and sweet,
She's doing a better job than I am. This is not fair.
it's a cooking lesson that will have you saying, ooh la la. Seattle Refined starts now. Hi everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson at Pacific Science Center today. Over the last couple of years, we have crisscrossed the state to showcase some of Washington's top fast food joints. But one of the most iconic and delicious drive-in chains around is right under our nose here in Seattle. Dick's Drive-In has been a magical success around these parts for decades, so I jumped behind the counter to see how they do it.
Hi, welcome to Dick's Drive-In. What can I get for you today?
The one thing about the legendary Dick's Drive-In, they are serious about food and being clean from head to toe. From the clothes to the apron.
Go ahead and tie.
How many times have you done this?
That's too many to count.
To the soap and water and the classic Dick's hat.
Always make sure that the Dix is in the front there.
Dick's in the front.
Okay, and then go ahead.
Not this one.
There you go.
Right there. We ready to make some burgers?
I'm absolutely
Let's go.
ready. Yeah.
My grandfather started Dick's Drive-Ins in 1954 at this location. This was the very first location to open. It opened in January.
And like the simple menu, the business philosophy hasn't wavered over the years.
Step one is to make a profit. A business that doesn't make a profit isn't going to be any good to anyone. Step two is invest in your employees. It's the best investment you'll ever make. And step three is to invest in your community, because when your community thrives, your business thrives.
Today, Dick's recipes have barely changed. Same thing for the equipment. Like this monster grill.
Every cycle that we run is going to be divisible by 6, okay? So we've got 12 buns down, and then I'm actually to put 18 patties down on the grill.
I'm not good at math. I'm just gonna tell you out of the gate, I'm not good at math. In just minutes, these all-fresh, never-frozen burgers were sizzling. When it's rush hour, is this whole grill filled with burgers?
We can put a maximum of 42 pieces of meat on the grill. So generally our most popular cycle is what's called a 30-42, so that's 30 buns, 42 pieces of meat. That makes us 12 deluxe, 18 other specials, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, whatever it may be.
Once the burgers were well done and the buns loaded with condiments, these babies needed to be wrapped up, stacked.
Our goal here is to make sure that this burger looks exactly the same once it's unwrapped, right?
Okay.
So we don't want to
You don't
wrap it
smash
too
down
tightly.
on it.
No way, Jose.
Okay, so
Okay.
up,
Good.
down,
All right.
pinch, boom,
Yeah.
boom, not smashed, bada bing.
That's a nice looking burger.
It looks good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. How's it taste?
It tastes good because I made it.
Dick says it cranks out tens of thousands of burgers a day. And when it comes to potatoes, you need a little muscle. Hundreds of pounds of fries are gobbled up daily. But someone has to make them. Again, the old school way on the same old equipment.
Go ahead and grab one. Absolutely.
Is that a good one?
That's perfect.
Kind of got a weird angle to it.
I think it'll fit perfectly, yeah. Oh, there you go, yep. That way your fingers don't get caught up in the blade. Push down.
Ah,
Great.
that was harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going in again. You gotta help me here.
All right.
How come you made it look so easy?
A lot of practice.
My training wasn't finished. Dick's shakes are all hand spun.
This is an old school multi-mixer, yeah?
And why do you use that?
Because they're the best. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
So we're gonna push up, and then we're gonna pull down, and I'm going to kind of stop quickly at each fin. And then I'm just gonna pick up the little drip on the bottom,
Yep. All right.
and our shake is ready to go.
Are you sure it's ready? You gotta taste it first.
Absolutely.
Now, do you try the shakes before you serve them out to the customers?
We take a drink out of each one before
You do?
we sell them.
See, that's important. All right. Does that taste right?
Perfect.
We provide timeless value for our customers. So we don't change very often. We only change when we need to provide value for our customers.
How do I look in my Dick's hat? Do I look pretty good?
Fantastic.
I mean,
Yes.
look at it.
Supermodel. Yes.
And I'd be a great employee.
Absolutely.
You saw me cutting the fries?
Yep.
And the milkshake.
Hey, as long as you're dedicated to working hard, anyone can be a great employee here.
Let's do it. Let's go eat. Since this is the season of giving, Dick's Drive-Ins are raising money for Mary's Place and their No Child Sleeps Outside campaign. You can make donations at all Dick's restaurants and even round up your order. The extra change also helps support homeless families in Seattle. We love Dick's Drive-In, but when the Refined team really wants to go big, we know the mother of all Seattle burgers lives right at Zippy's Giant Burgers in White Center. That's where they serve up something called a King Lulu. That's 4 patties, 8 slices of bacon, quadruple cheese, grilled onions, mayo, and get this. Then they throw another burger on top. Don't believe us? Check out the full story on the website. From big burgers to big blockbusters, everyone around the Refined office is counting the minutes until this week's release of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The latest chapter in the Skywalker saga hits Seattle theaters Thursday night, but good luck finding a ticket. Many screenings are already sold out. Some forecasts predict The Last Jedi will bring in $200 million in its debut weekend. And this just in, J.J. Abrams has signed on to direct the final installment of the current trilogy. Star Wars Episode 9 is due out in 2019. Abrams previously directed The Force Awakens. There's something about Star Wars that brings out the sci-fi nerd in all of us, but some people take it a little more seriously than others. And here in Seattle, we found a guy who is a world-renowned Star Wars expert, even though the first 4 movies came out before the guy was even born.
So this is my room, and as you can see, I'm a little bit of a Star Wars fan.
The force is strong with this high school senior in West Seattle.
Just over here,
17-year-old Krister Pearson has a Star Wars collection that would make any Jedi jealous.
This is the very first Star Wars Marvel comic book that came out in 1977. It's actually the very first Star Wars merchandise that you could buy. So this is an actual piece of the crate dragon from Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope from 1977.
This is all his fault. He tricked me into going this way.
Over here, we have some droids animation cells. This is actually from a cartoon in the mid-80s.
Surrender.
Well, it was the adventures of C-3PO and R2-D2 on ABC in like 1985. But yeah, very obscure. No one really watches it because it's very bad.
But Krister's collection isn't just a hobby, it's a passion.
Ever since my dad showed me the movies when I was about 5, like in kindergarten, something clicked, and I've just been obsessed with the movies ever since, really. Empire Strikes Back is the best movie of all time, I'd say.
I am your father.
It's not just the Star Wars autographs and memorabilia that makes Krister a super Star Wars geek. It's his YouTube channel.
Hey, Star Warriors.
Stargeek here.
Stargeek is a YouTube channel where I talk about all sorts of different Star Wars topics.
The top 10 best Star Wars Jedi of all time. The top 10, no, make that 11 best Star Wars creatures.
So I posted a couple videos here and there, and I posted a few more and a few more, and now I have 200 episodes on the channel.
Krister now has fans all over the galaxy.
As a shout out to my favorite YouTube channel called Stargeek.
Shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers, Stargeek.
Thank you, Stargeek.
My favorite YouTuber, Stargeek.
One video even has more than 1 million views, but he doesn't really like to talk about it.
My most popular video that I have on the channel is actually my worst video that I've ever produced, and I probably ever will produce, which is
If the Jar Jar Binks death scene is real.
for some reason it's got over 1 million views, and I can't seem to escape it.
Looks pretty real, doesn't it?
I was just doing it for fun. I was just making a couple videos to be like, hey, look, I made a list of my favorite characters, or here's the best ships in Star Wars, or here's a fact about Yoda. And then it just blew up with The Force Awakens coming out, and it's gone on since then.
And thanks to his social media stardom, Krister's impact has spread far and beyond his YouTube channel. He now makes appearances coast to coast.
I've been able to go to panel talks and speak on all sorts of different Star Wars issues at the Giant Star Wars convention in Orlando. This is our life-size Ewok.
Oh, I'm incredibly proud of kind of what he's done with his fandom. Oh, he's by far the bigger fan. I'm a bigger fan than I ever was now because of what he's done with it.
I'd love to keep going, with Star Geek into college and beyond, but really what I want to do is go into film and, maybe a director or an editor. This has taught me that editing is amazing. Until we meet again in a galaxy far, far away, this has been Star Geek.
To learn more about Star Geek, log on to our website. And tomorrow, brace yourself. We found who we think might be the biggest group of Star Wars fans in Western Washington. Seattle Refined is just getting started. It's the little TV show that put Roslyn, Washington on the map.
I was thrilled because it meant I could quit my waitress job and actually, make a living acting.
We take a trip down memory lane with two of the stars of Northern Exposure. But first, the ultimate gift guide for the outdoorsman in your life. We take a holiday shopping trip to Filson. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gord Swanson. Well, if you're like me, sometimes finding the perfect holiday gift for friends and family can be downright stressful. But today, it's our sponsor, Filson, to the rescue. The outdoor apparel and goods company is one-stop shopping for all seasons, especially now. One step inside Filson's flagship store in the SoDo, and you'll quickly see it's a hot spot for the holidays. The mood is fantastic. Everything is unique, all the way down to the chainsaw carved moose with real antlers. The moose isn't for sale, but nearly everything else is. There is so much to see. Everything from this wine gift bag to superior made blankets to coffee mugs baked at 2,000 degrees. This is just the start. And look at this. This would work on really almost anybody's fireplace, right?
You could put a whole lot of treats for Santa in that. That's our Mackinac wool with that. It's going to last a whole lot of Christmases.
And there are plenty of gifts to stuff those stockings. Handmade wool hats to billfolds.
This is my favorite wallet. This is our bridal leather wallet made of the same kind of leather that they actually make saddles with.
Wow.
So
no cash in there, though. It's not my favorite wallet.
You got to start somewhere, guys.
Filson is full of fantastic gift ideas. The clothes are incredible, all handmade and guaranteed. This heavyweight sweater is made in Canada. It'll keep you warm in below freezing temperatures, and it comes with a custom pattern each year. And these rabbit fur mittens are a hot item, fully waterproof, and the beadwork is all hand-stitched. And if you want a lightweight sweater, this one is made in Australia with the best wool on the globe. When I think wool, sometimes I think, oh, it might be a little itchy, but this looks fantastic, and it feels great.
Yeah, it's super comfortable, and that's what's special about the lamb's wool. It's the first shearing that they take the fleece off the sheep for the first time, so you get the softest wool you'll ever get.
And if you're looking for luggage, start packing. Filson has you covered. Every piece is handmade here at their store. This Pullman bag is ideal for quick trips.
It's small enough to fit easily in a airline overhead. It's called a Pullman because it was originally designed to fit under the seat of a Pullman car on a train.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Step into Filson and start licking your chops. There is something for everyone. But what is the perfect gift?
I'd have to go with what I bought myself the first time when I first started becoming a Filson customer.
Yeah.
And that's our Mackinac wool cruiser. So made with the same wool that we make that Christmas stocking out of. This is actually patented back in 1914, and it's literally been the backbone of our company, and it is just a phenomenally warm coat. Breathes super well. You got pockets on the front to be able to carry your phone and whatever you need to carry. Does well in the rain, keeps you warm.
So you're the product specialist here, so this is your pick for Christmas, right, in the holidays.
Everybody can use a cruiser in lots of different conditions. I use that more than any other Filson garment I have.
Besides shopping at Filson, you can have some fun this Saturday. Take a picture with Santa at their flagship store, eat some hot cakes, and enjoy some cocoa by the fire. There's also free gift wrapping. It all starts at 10 a.m. Coming up on Refined, a delicious little slice of gay Paris right here in the Northwest. Plus, the stars of Northern Exposure give Refined the VIP treatment and spill some secrets, too. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gord Swanson. My heritage is Scandinavian, but I love all kinds of food, from Thai to Italian, and I especially love French food. That's why this week's Discovery by Washington's Christy Goranson had me saying, Viva la France!
We're at Fleur de Sel Artisan Creperie, a spot in Spokane that is a little slice of Paris. Open for breakfast and lunch, here you can find both sweet and savory crepes.
The savory very well, and the sweet was delicious too.
It's a place where people gather to have crepes. And only crepes. Yes.
Owner Laurent Zarate and his wife Patricia own a successful French restaurant in Idaho and wanted to venture into Washington's food scene. They decided to provide Spokane with something a bit different, a casual spot that's all about crepes.
What else more French than a creperie, right? And a crepe. So we decided to do a creperie, and a great pleasure to bring something a little different to the area, to the region. A little bit of a French flair.
Laurent is going to show me how to make both a savory and a sweet crepe.
This is called a bilig.
Bilig?
B-I-L-I-G. G.
Okay.
G en français. And so it's a bilig. This is the roselle, and this is the spatula.
Roselle.
Yeah. So
this is how you turn it?
You turn it. We're gonna lay the crepes right now.
Laurent hands over the roselle and I give it a shot.
Let the weight of the crepe to do. She's doing a better job than I am. This is not fair. There you go.
Woo! I did it!
Now we can fill the crepe with flavor. Laurent starts off by cracking an egg.
Cheese.
Yes, Parmesan and Gorgonzola.
Oh, my goodness.
The roasted vegetable. It's like a French burrito, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
A French burrito.
A French burrito.
Laurent finishes his French burrito by flipping and folding it. Then we top it off with a drizzle of balsamic glaze.
Voila!
Now that we're done with the savory crepe, it's about to get sweeter. We start off by peeling and slicing our pears. We then caramelize our pears by sautéing them in butter and honey. Then we pour on another batter, and since we're making a sweet crepe, we have to cook both sides and then fold it in half. Then we add our caramelized pears, a sprinkle of chocolate chips, and sliced almonds. Top it off with some whipped cream, powdered sugar, and cocoa powder. Our sweet crepe is complete.
Voila!
That's beautiful.
A crepe poire belle Hélène.
Oh, poire belle Hélène.
Time to sample this sweet creation.
Good.
That's heaven.
You can catch more stories like that from our friends at Washington Grown every Wednesday right here on Refined. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Seattle Refined. You know, when you talk about TV shows filmed in Washington State, of course, Grey's Anatomy and Twin Peaks always come to mind. But there's another series that a Refined crew still loves, Northern Exposure.
Oh, and look, I love it. There's Dr. Fleischman's office. Still there, Joel Fleischman.
Cynthia Geary and William White are best known for their quirky characters in the hit show Northern Exposure. Filmed in both Redmond and Roslyn.
I played Shelley Tambo.
Onion, pumpernickel plain, and a what?
The olive.
I got moved from Los Angeles in 1990 to do this show, and at the time I was thrilled because it meant I could quit my waitress job and actually, you know, make a living acting.
Dave the cook got a bit of a different start.
Somebody saw me in the bar stool, asked me if I wanted to be on the show. My first line was, I quit. That's what it was. And I thought, sheesh. And I actually thought they were gonna write me out.
So this is KBHR. It was the fictional radio station in the fictional town of Sicily.
What I really liked about the show was the community together, the diverse characters, and they had all kinds of ranges of personalities and quirks, and the writing was just amazing too. 2 years after the series went off the air, so in 1997, there was the first fan festival here, and there's a core group of us, about 10 of us, and we're called the Moose Fest Committee. We put on a fan festival every 3 years or so.
The next Moose Fest is scheduled for July of next year. Since the show ended, Gary has kept herself busy raising a family on Seattle's east side. But these days, she's working on something sure to excite fans.
We want to bring it back. I mean, all of these shows are coming back, and Darren Burroughs and I are working on a you get to hear it first, a Northern Exposure reboot. So, you know, fingers crossed. We'll be back here. We're pitching it to different streaming companies and have had some interest, and everyone in the cast is on board and wants to do it, so we'll see.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gart Swanson. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time right here.